Good morning guys, this is going to be a quick one, and I know I say that every week and I end up making 10-minute long videos, but this has to be a quick one because I've got loads of awesome things I need to do. I've got this really cool art project thing lined up that I'm not telling anyone about yet because I don't really want to jinx it, but it's going to be awesome, so I need to go working on that. So I'm going to talk a bit about Doctor Who because let's face it, that's what everyone's going to be talking about this week, and then I'm going to go and do that. Oh, and sing and do a challenge, I guess. Oh, thanks by the way, Sarah. Yeah, suffice to say, this video is going to be full of spoilers because I'm going to talk a lot about this episode of Doctor Who and also a few things I know about the rest of the series, which isn't much, admittedly. I haven't really looked into anything much. But yeah, if you don't want to be spoilt, then look away now, or go away. Go find something else to look at. I really liked it. It was actually a really good episode, wasn't it? I was expecting it to be really terrible. Normally the first episode of a new series doesn't really grab me. It's usually quite campy and lighthearted and just silly. But this one was genuinely good. I've watched it twice now, and both times I ended up like a bit of tears in the eyes because I'm a complete sap and anything vaguely emotional gets me. And from the moment of the whole Amy-Rory marriage reconciliation thing to Oswin's death or whatever's happened to her, I'm just in bits watching it, and it was a good episode. It's way better than I thought it would be. I'm not to say there's anything wrong with like lighthearted and airy, but I am a fan of the darker episodes. I like sort of overall plot lines and arcs and dark twisty-turny things and just sad emotional moments, and yeah, this episode had it twice. I'm not a fan of Amy Pond. Anyone who talks to me knows that I can't stand her. In fact, she is the complete Mary Sue, and I know a lot of people say that, but Steve Moffat can't seem to write a very convincing three-dimensional female character, and she is the quintessential sort of proof of that in a way. She and Riversong and Oswin, the new character to an extent, they're all just so quick-witted and snappy, and it's like, no, why? You know, some females just don't work that way, you know? And RTD, for all his faults, at least his female characters were varied in some way, you know? Rose, Dawn and Martha, they were different, you know? They weren't all the same quick one-liner, snappy. I mean, the most obvious Amy Pond line was the whole, scared? Who's scared? Geronimo. And it's like, oh, just go away. She dies, and I don't know what that means because in Doctor Who terms, dying is something completely different to what normal TV shows make of it. Around Christmas, I guess, well, I think on episode 5, the last episode, we're only having 5 episodes and the Christmas special, and then 5 episodes or something daft like that in spring. And I hear she dies in the 5th episode, and then we got the Christmas special where the actress who plays Oswin in this last episode is coming back as the companion. I don't know if she's coming back as Oswin. It seems really stupid to have her come back as a new character because she was such a pivotal character in the last episode. You're not just going to forget that. And the whole pointed "remember me" line. I don't know if somehow she survived the end of this episode, or if they're going to do like a Riversong thing where they go back to before she died and she's be the companion that way. I don't really know how they'd make that work. Wibbly wobbly stuff, I guess. But where was I going with that? She was quite good, basically. I don't know where I was going with that. But ranting about Moffat not being able to write female characters and then saying that Oswin was good. I actually didn't mind her. She was, again, the quirky, snappy, flirty, annoying female character, but I didn't mind her for some reason. Souffle girl, she's okay, she's good. It was really, really familiar to me, the plot line. I guess it's been done in Doctor Who a few times. The plot where she's fabricated a world around her to protect herself from the reality of her being either dead or just a consciousness, or in this case a Dalek trapped in a Dalek's thing. And only when that reality is called into question, i.e. in this example the eggs and milk in the souffle, do the walls start coming down and she starts seeing reality for what it is and that she has just fabricated her own world. That's really familiar. They've done it a couple of times in Doctor Who, and I realised, I've been nagging my friends, where do I know this from? It's so familiar. I realised making this video that I actually know it from a comic in the, there's a series of, compilation of comics called Flight, and a comic in that deals with a similar thing where this girl buries herself in a box and she basically creates a reality around herself, but on the last panel you realise that she's still in the box, and it was really, really good. So that really reminded me of that, and I loved it. I love that sort of thing. I love the emotional tug of, you know, your reality shattering around you. It was really good. I genuinely liked the episode. I liked the battle-scarred Daleks. I liked the insane Daleks. There was one trick that I thought was really obvious, but nobody's really mentioned. Which was the first woman you saw, the red-headed woman who with the Dalek-y thing going on. She was like, I had a daughter and she's down there on this planet and whatever, the Daleks got her. And then flash forward, they like make a big point of this like red-headed ballerina girl dancing around, and she's got red hair, and they make this massive point of showing you her. And I thought it was such an obvious nod that this was her daughter, and now she's been converted into a Dalek, and that's sad. And now she's even more dead because the planet blew up. But they made this massive plot point of that, and no one, I've been reading forums and that, no one's commented on that, so I don't know if I'm just like leaping to conclusions or whatever, but I thought that was interesting, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was good. I'm interested to know if Oswin does become a new character, or if it is just the same actress. The only redeeming quality I find with Amy is her relationship with Rory, and I thought it was sad that they had spent half the episode taking even that little part of her that I liked away. You know, they messed up the marriage, and I have no problem with why they did that. It was quite a real thing, and the acting and the resolve of that was really phenomenal. It's so, so well done. But I didn't like that they sort of shoehorned this, their marriage is on the rocks and she can't have kids and this is a sad thing, doom, now it's fixed. It was just so, you know, run it over a couple of episodes, make it feel real and solid, let us get involved and invested in this rather than using it as this weird thing that you just sort of shoved in there and, oh, I don't know, it just seemed to get resolved too quickly, and it was like, why bother? Why bother doing that if, you know, why bother starting the series with that if you're not going to make anything bigger of it, I guess? I don't know. So yeah, Doctor Who is good. Next week's episode looks really terrible. It looks really campy and awful. I'm a big fan of dinosaurs. I'm a big fan of space. Dinosaurs in space, I can get behind. I think it's absolutely fine. But the episode looks really awful. I think it's going to be one of those episodes that you watch and you don't really watch again, like Fear Her and, oh, the one with the TVs, what's it called? Idiot's Lantern, and things like that. Ones that are okay, I guess, but, yeah. So, yeah, dunno. But I think the series is going to be good. Apparently, like, Neil Gaiman's writing some Cyberman episode or something, I don't know. I'm kind of sick of the Cybermen and the Daleks keep returning. That said, I thought it was really, really interesting how they were brave enough to do this massive Dalek reboot. Since the 60s, the Daleks have obviously hated the Doctor. There's been this war going on between them, and they just completely obliterated that. They've made this massive, massive reboot, and I'm glad that they were brave enough to do it. I do wonder if they're just going to ruin it by having like the one Dalek they remembered, and then he gave the memory to everyone, or some really crappy resolve like that, because I think it was really, really brave and interesting. So, yeah, it'd be really good to see where they go with that, if the Daleks continue to forget, you know, not know who he was, or is, or whatever. I thought that was great. I like the mention to the oncoming storm too, because yay. I didn't like the Predator thing. It's like another name, really. I don't know if that's like an old school Who thing or what, but yeah, that was good. That was really good. And the new series is yay, and I'm sad that it's only 5 episodes and then Christmas special. I wish they'd stop messing around with the series so much, but yay, that was good. Now I have to sing and do a challenge and things, so I'm going to cut the video and work out what the hell challenge I'm going to do and sing you guys a song, I guess. Right, whoever gets this dice roll, and with the way it seems to be going, I'll end up getting Sarah again. You have to do a portion of your vlog in rhyme. So, sort of think Zakora from the New Pony series. You don't have to do the whole vlog, because that's really evil, but a portion of it must be done in rhyme. So I'm going to destroy the dice, and find the normal one. There it is. Oh, the camera moved. Yeah, so it's going to be 5. Who's 5? Oh, the Sarah. New Sarah. I'm sorry. You have to do your vlog in part rhyme. I'm sorry to do that to the newbie, but it's going to be better than my trying to sing now, so yeah. Okay, I'm just doing a quick line of this in honour of the new series of Doctor Who, and in honour of the only female character Moffat ever wrote correctly without making them so completely annoying. I shall sing the song that begins: Sally Sparrow, I wrote you a letter just to make you feel better about the fact that you're gone. I don't know the rest of the words, that's so lame, so I'm gonna sing you this really sad song. I don't know the words. Why would I choose a song I don't know the words of? But there you go, that was me singing. My voice is slightly gone because I was at the Steam Fair last weekend. That's my excuse, deal with it. I was at the Steam Fair last weekend and that involved rides and screaming on them, so yeah.